So on this blustery Friday, Erev Parashat Beshalach, let's talk a little bit about, yesterday we were talking about issues of Emunah. Well, maybe we'll continue a little bit about it and we'll see what we do. You know, Bnei Israel are walking in the desert, they're walking in the desert, it's hot in the desert, and usually what happens? You get thirsty. They're thirsty. And what do? Usual thing, complaining. Moshe is not angry at him. Okay, I'll bring you, here's the water. Brings him to the water, tastes the water, it's bitter, can't drink the water. What they do, Moshe cries to Hashem, Hashem says, Hashem is not angry with them. He's not angry. No. I'll teach you something. Take this little wood, throw it in the water, and you drink it, the water is sweet. Water is sweet. That was one of the tests of Bnei Israel. It's called the test of Emunah. And the question is, what is considered to be a person who is Baal Emunah? We all sing, Anachnu Mamini, Bnei Mamini, right? Mamini. We are the believers, the sons of believers. And we always say, Bechol do vado, Kamim Aleinu, and Hakadosh Baruch Hu Yotzilenu Miyadam, and so on and so forth. Let me ask you a question. Did you ever wonder, why do you really believe in God? Do you believe in God because He is your insurance policy? What do you think, Geico? Is this Geico? Is AIG? Or this is why you believe in God? Because He's going to save you? What will happen if God says, listen, you need to believe in me because that's what you need to do, and I'm not your insurance policy. As a matter of fact, I'm not going to help you. Are you going to still believe in God? Most people do it because they believe, or they fear, and so on and so forth. Of course I'm a believer. Why are you a believer? Because it's convenient for you to be a believer. Are you a true believer? And that's what we said. Well, the Ramchal brings it one of the essence of Emunah, right? It's the pasuk in Dvarim, V'chima Hashem Elokecha shoel mimach hayom. What HaKadosh Baruch Hu asks for you? Ki im le'ira u'le'ahava v'lalechet bedrachav u'lishmor chokav u'mitzvotav. In other words, the person who is a believer, hama'amin, adam hama'amin, is a person that believes regardless of the result. If your belief is dependent on miraculous events or some kind of an insurance policy or a guarantee, it is an inferior level of believing. And that way of believing eventually is doomed to fail. If you ask Bnei Israel when they crossed the Red Sea, or the Yam Suf, because there's a difference if it's the Red Sea or the Yam Suf, are you guys a believers? Of course we believe. Of course we're singing Tov Machol, we're singing Shira LeHashem and so on and so forth. Okay, let's see how much of a believer you are. 3 days you're going to walk in, there's no water. What did you bring us here? Because you believe because of that. But before the event that happened, were you a believer? No. Why? How do I know you weren't a believer? Because you complained. That's the thing with the man. The man is the same thing. I'm going to tell you, listen, I guarantee to you this thing is going to come every single day in the proper amount. What do? You don't believe it. You collect it. Maybe it won't come. You're not a believer. You're a convenienter. It's convenient for you to believe. That's why you believe. And when you don't get what you want, you don't believe. What is your level of belief? Okay, what is the lesson that you learn of the lesson of Emunah that you learn from this bitter water? The bitter water is a lesson. There's some people who will go like this. Okay, what can I do? It's bitter. Let me drink it. I'll suffer. What can I do? I'll deal with this. My reality is that it's bitter. That will cause, of course, an internal bitterness inside of you. Why did he use the water, bitter water? You can use salt water. You can use dirty water. Why bitter? Because it's a lesson to life. Sometimes you need to accept the bitter and seek the sweet. This is what HaKadosh Baruch Hu wants from me, but I'm going to seek the sweet. I'm not concentrating on the fact that it's bitter. Look, the solution is right there. Take something that will float on the water, it will change the whole reality. Most people who would do that would like to survive. They're not looking to live life. V'atem hadvekim be'Hashem Elohechem. Those are you who are dedicated and attach themselves to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Dedicated. Those who are dedicated, dedication means attachment. If you are dedicated to Hashem, you are attaching yourself to Hashem. Dedication means when the rough gets going gets rough. Okay, so it's tough. Okay, it doesn't make a difference. It's bitter right now. I accept it. But I'm going to keep on going. I don't quit because it's just inconvenient to me. When we say commitment, dedication, balance, that's what it means. You have to commit yourself. You have to say, I'm committing myself to this task, to this goal. In other words, I am willing to make a life change adjustment. I'm willing to adjust. So that's my commitment. I'm committing myself to this kind of lifestyle. But then HaKadosh Baruch Hu says, let's see. Let me give you a little bit of bitter water. I don't want, I want Coca-Cola, I don't want bitter water. The sweet will come if you stick to it. And if you stick to it, you'll be dedicated. When things are not convenient, you say, you know what, it's not. I'm going to keep on pushing. I'm going to keep on pushing because the light is right around the corner. I'm not giving up because I believe. If it's hard for me, it's hard for me. It's beyond my understanding. I don't need to understand that. That's what I need to do. My job is to believe, not to expect salvation all the time based on the fact that I believe. You know what? God, I'm believing in you. Guess what? You need to save me now. It's an amazing concept. Tzipita liyeshua, one's going to say, but it says, Tzipita, you accepted salvation, and so on and so forth. You're right. But first of all, kavata itim la Torah. Did you stick yourself to the Torah when it was not convenient for you? Did you really wanted to learn Torah, or you wanted to use the limud Torah to push your own agenda somewhere else? In other words, are you full of it, or you really mean it? He brought them to the water. The water is not good, it's bitter. You wanted water. He didn't say you want sweet water, he said you wanted water. He said, water here. And you make excuses all your life for anything. Listen, I can't really learn Torah because I don't really understand it. Of course you don't understand it. When you went to college, when you came from whatever you came, into whatever language you wanted to, you learned, and you came to college here, and you had to go to high school, or you just went straight to college, was English your first language? No, it did not stop you that you had to go to whatever school and get your whatever degree and to get it. That did not stop you, and you went through it, and it was hard for you, and thank God you're a successful businessman. So why is it when it comes to Torah, you make all the excuses in the world not to learn Torah? I don't understand. I need to make it, I need art school in Swahili. Otherwise I can't. I need to get into my African roots. Give me a break. You're not interested in learning. It's right there. Tough it up. That's bitter. That's bitter. It's hard. It's just a small, simple solution. It's a test of Emunah. It's a test. Do you really believe in what you're saying? And guess what? You do. It's not a problem. So Moshe, with all due respect, we'll drink the water. It's a little bitter. That would have been the test. Not to just accept the bitter, but to seek the sweet, tough it up, and then it will be sweet. And that's what we need to learn. This is a tremendous lesson of Emunah. This whole parasha is maybe one of the biggest sections of the Torah that deals with concept of Emunah. Don't look at the miracle as a miracle that happened, this miracle happened, that miracle happened, and so on and so forth. Look at what the Torah is trying to teach you. What do you learn from it for yourself? And remember, Emunah should not be talui or dependent on anything. Emunah, you need to believe, because you need to believe regardless of the outcome. It did not stop the Jews from believing when they were Chas v'Shalom, when they were in the death camps, and it didn't stop them when they had pogroms, and it didn't stop the Jews to believe when they were in the Inquisition, or they were burned or killed by the Romans. Those who believed our forefathers, those who didn't believe, their children are not here. Those who, through the hardship, quit. Not that I'm criticizing anyone, but the result is that yes, we are ma'aminim, b'nei ma'aminim. We are the descendants of those who believe, because those who quit are not here. Shabbat shalom.